Okay, Ma'am Precious, I will be in touch with you guys after the orientation, okay?
Thank you po.
Okay. All right. So to continue, dito na sila magsa-start yung ulang tama pala, may ano pala, may advisory si PLDT. Parang multiple fiber break ulit. But yes, good to know na meron pang naka-attend ngayon. Okay, so to continue to move forward with our orientation, ito po yung core values ni Davao Doctors Hospital. And they are the ones in the capital letters. Integrity, client-centered, culture of excellence, climate of respect and professionalism, creativity and innovation, commitment to safety and consistent synergy. So guys, if ever you will be working with Davao Doctors Hospital, these are the values expected of us. Okay, so insert natin dito yung climate of respect and professionalism. Remember earlier, di ba, a simple greeting to our clients, di ba, that's a climate of respect. Di ba, you respect the patients, you respect your seniors, you respect everybody around. No? And then professionalism is when you already apply your discipline doon sa area. Okay? So ano yung mga discipline, yung mga code of conducts natin. Later you will see them. Okay. So let's move forward to the 10 golden rules of Davao Doctors Hospital. And I hope you guys will be able to learn them and apply it also sa inyong practice. Okay, number 1, love your patients as you love yourself. The patients or your clients or your stakeholders. Number 2, attend to your patients' needs with genuine concern. No, dili lang ka ng atik-atik lang ka ng sarcastic ayo. Mao ba, ma'am? Uwi yan mo, ma'am, no? No, sarcastic na kayo. So, with genuine concern. I'm sure you understand sarcasm. Number 3, be on time always. Ganito po. Since you will be working, or since you will be under the hospital, the time of the hospital, when we say be on time always, when you arrive on time, let's say 7 to 3, then you enter 7 a.m., you are already late. Okay? So, ano po yung sa school natin? How many minutes ba yung mga circle natin? Let's say, patawag sila clinical instructors na we have to meet by 7 a.m. So, anong oras po kayo pinapapunta? Ilang minutes before that specified time? 15 minutes maybe? 30 minutes? So, di ba? Actually, it is better to be early than to be late. Bakit? So that you can still join the endorsement or you can still join the handover and then andun na lahat. Okay. Number 4, ask when in doubt. Do you apply this? Diba? This is very important because if there is parang may bahid ng doubt sa ano mo, sa practice mo, you can always ask. You have your clinical instructors, you have your seniors na staff. So ask when in doubt. Okay, even sa school, di ba? When you are in doubt, you have to ask. Then next one, listen to the wisdom of your colleagues. Okay, dito na i-apply ninyo yung filters ninyo. No, lahat ng sinasabi ng mga tao, you have to apply filters to them. Kasi some of them might not be wisdom at all. Some of these, sinasabi nilang wisdom, some of them might be horseplay, some of them might be wrong or sarcasm. Okay, so filter them out. Know and understand what is correct. Okay, embrace the company policies and procedures. So, when the clinical instructors or when the senior staff says, hindi yan siya pwede, then do not attempt to do it again. Okay? Kung hindi pwede, hindi talaga pwede. Okay. And then ito, this is a positive working attitude. Have a can-do attitude. Okay, situation. Marami masyadong receipt na print and then binigyan ka, let's say, ng 5 receipts and then you have to pick, you have to pack, and then you prepare. The picker, packer, checker. So, pag-pick mo, pag-pack mo, pag-prepare. Sir, patay, 5 tickets, tanan. So many. No, instead of using the negative na approach, you go with the can-do attitude. Paano yan? Kaya masyado ito. 5 lang. I can carry 15 tickets. Di ba? So, yan po. Have a can-do attitude. Next, Perform your role with passion and sense of urgency. Di magdugay-dugay. No? Alam mo yung passionate. Have you seen people who are very passionate on what they do? Diba? So you try to apply them. You try to apply that practice sa inyong profession. Own and value your work. So this now inserts accountability sa inyong ginagawa. And lastly, yan, smile, it heals. O, di ba? Nakaka-heal po daw yung smile. Uh, sige daw, i-try nyo nga. Smile daw, smile. Well, anyway. Okay, so that's for the golden rules and the core values. Let's now move forward to the next slide, which is the executive committee. Remember, I told you guys that you will be meeting some of the personnel na andito, some of the senior managers. Okay, ayan sila, naka-white sila, kagaya ninyo, naka-white din. And then, yan, the very first person to be introduced is, of course, si President and CEO. Okay, his full name is Celso Bernard Lopez. However, he doesn't want to be called Celso. Okay, he is known as Oslek. Kabaliktaran ng Celso. Okay, everybody knows him as Sir Oslek. Okay, so whenever you meet him, if ever makilala niyo siya, okay, or Sir Oslek, yan po ang gagamitin. Kasi ito yung parang cringe daw masyado sa kanya eh. When hearing his name, yung Celso. Di ba, para sa atin guys, some of you guys do not want to be called by your second name or by your first name, right? Di ba may preference kayo sa mga names ninyo? So ganyan yung feeling niya. Okay, sige. And then of course, siya po yung direct implementation of the board recommendations and oversees day-to-day operations. Executes policies, of course, a normal president would do. Yan po yung ginagawa nila. Okay, the next person that I would like you to meet is Ma'am Mary Joy Takay. She is the Chief Finance Officer. So everything that involves finance, siya po yung pinaka-head. Okay, the purchasing, so siya po yung head. Right? So another person that I would like you to meet, the Chief Operations Officer, Ma'am Mirasol Chu. So under sa kanya yung mga operations like yung mga medtechs natin, mga radtechs natin, mga nurses natin. So these are day-to-day operations. So siya yung pinaka-chief. So ito yung nagpapatakbo ng hospital. Okay? Sige. Next one. Ma'am Maria Carina Santos, she is the Director for Nursing Services. So when you say nursing, of course, alam natin kung ano yung nursing. Andun sila sa taas, di ba? They are the ones, most of them are the front lines dun sa mga nurse station. Next one, Dr. Celia Castillo is the Head of Systems, Process, and Technology. So ano andito? Mga research and development of new services, mga media management, accreditation ni Davao Doctors Hospital, policies and procedures, quality and safety, dito po yan sa kanya nagpo-fall na task. Okay. Next, Dr. Ronald Tanhente is the Medical Director. So, handling the doctors, and also he is the CQI Chair. So, if ever may mga discussions, may mga recommendations na after meetings, siya po yung nag-chair doon ng mga meetings. Right? Ma'am Mayat Apaw is the Director for Outpatient Care Centers. FYI, Davao Doctors Hospital now has one satellite clinic, which is yung sa Dumoy. And then we just recently had the blessing doon sa SM Lanang. May Davao Doctors Care Center doon. So may pharmacy po din doon. And then we will be having the blessing and opening of Davao Doctors Care Center sa SM Ecoland. Okay, so baka may ano doon, may item din doon. So maybe baka may rotation tayo doon. But I don't know. Depende po sa sa arrangements. Okay? So tatlong satellite offices, satellite clinics, and then one main hospital. Okay. I can see you guys taking down notes. Baka mag-quiz sila. Baka mag-quiz yung mga clinical instructors later. Okay, sige. Moving forward, let's now talk about code of conduct. Theft and pilfering. Ano po yung theft and pilfering? Ganito yung example ko nito. Let's say for the nurses. no, mga medtechs, I mean. So yung mga medtechs, for example, may extraction silang nangyayari doon sa laboratory, and then unknowingly, may napasok yung isang medtech na syringe doon sa kanyang bulsa. Okay? Unconsciously and unintentionally, napasok sa kanyang bulsa. Tapos pa-out na siya. Now, when this person passes by the security personnel notices one syringe sa kanyang bulsa. Okay? That can immediately be counted as either theft or pilfering. Okay? So word of advice, before you exit the hospital, check your pockets. Yung mga accessible pockets ninyo. Okay? Baka may malagay kayo dyan and then makikita ng mga security personnel natin. So we are trying to avoid them. Those instances. Destruction, alteration, abuse, and waste of hospital property and equipment. Okay, no-brainer ito. Okay? Kahit saan kang pumunta. Fighting, inflicting injury, and engaging in horseplay. Ano yung horseplay, sir? Kanang maggara-gara. Oh. So again, climate of respect and professionalism. Okay, next. Falsifying and tampering of documents and or all acts of dishonesty. Okay? So example, during dispensing, you already checked, tapos sabi mo na complete and then hindi pala siya complete. So that's an act of dishonesty. Sabi mong hindi expired yung medication, for example, and then expired pala yung medication. So that's dishonesty. Okay? Bringing in of deadly weapons, grabe naman. Wag na kayo, ano palang pinunta niya sa hospital? Don't bring deadly weapons. Okay. Sir, kasi ako, sir, I bring a knife always with me. Bakit ka may knife? Kasi I eat with a fork and a knife. Wow, social ka. Spoon and fork will do or even chopsticks will do. Grabe naman, sosyala. Fork and knife talaga. Okay, immoral conduct, displaying of bad manners and language towards your colleagues, towards watchers or patients. So we will be trying to do away with all these things. Okay, ano pa? Sleeping on duty and loitering. I have a question. Are you guys do you have night shift schedules? Wala pa naman. Wala pa. Okay. Yan. Kasi diyan nangyayari yung sleeping on duty. Of course, you won't be sleeping on duty pag morning shift ka, di ba? Pangit naman. So, ano pa? Loitering. Parang out of post ka. Unauthorized use of rooms, equipment, and other paraphernalia. Reporting to work drunk, hungover, or intoxicated. Oops. Huwag po niyong gagawin. Okay? Disregard of safety practices. Disregard of safety practices, this includes yung mga infection prevention and control natin, which you will be shown later. Ako pa rin mag-orient. Okay, time check tayo. 1:23. Okay, almost na tayo. Smoking and gambling, bawal po yun siya. Sir, ano po ako, sir? I do not smoke cigarettes but I use vape. Consider ba ang vape na smoking? Yes. Okay, huwag niyo nang dalhin dyan. Alright. Ganito din. Additional. Smelling of cigarette pag papunta ka ng duty. Okay, so for you guys na hindi pa talaga na-win doon sa sa smoking, when you enter the hospital premises, please do not smell of smoke. Okay, do your hand washing, do your hand hygiene. Check your uniform kung amoy usok ka ba. Okay. Selling of merchandise on hospital premises, ito na yung mga pamain. Ma'am, may pamain po, ma'am. Okay, this is called yung peddling. So, ano palang pinunta ninyo sa hospital? 'Di ba? Is clinical duty. Hindi yung duty na nagbebenta ka. Right? Sige. So, violations may lead to the termination of your training without refund. Okay. So, sir, harsh man kayo na nga policy. Well, it's not harsh. For me, it is just. Okay. Do you agree with me? Tama lang ba or harsh lang kaayo? Tama lang. Okay. Another, this is very common kahit sa mga malls. Bomb jokes. Okay, so do not ever tell the security personnel na naakay bomba sa sulod sa imong bulsa. Not unless you have an excess of 40,000 pesos and 5 years spare time. Okay, so yan yung mga possible na ano ninyo, punishment if you do that. Okay, kahit joke lang. Chip, ako'y bumbas ako ang bag. It's a prank. It's a prank jud ka. Makulong jud ka og 5 years plus 1 day. Tapos makabayad pud ka. Okay, ayaw na lang yun. Do not ever attempt to do those kinds of pranks. Okay? Again, I will reiterate, climate of respect and professionalism. Right? Okay? Okay lang? Okay. Sir, natoy one time mag-story sa tanong. Ano lang, share lang tagamay. Pag-check, there was this mall in Davao City. And then, pag-check sa security personnel, nakakita siya ka na murag tubular nga item. Gipangutana niya tong tag-iya sa katong nga bag. Unsa man ni? Yung tubag man siya og bomba. Okay. So, pag ingon niya og bomba, automatic gi-isolate siya dito sa isa ka area and he was escorted to the admin office of the mall. Okay. Di ay to tinuod ito nga bomba. Bomba sa bike. Kana sa ligid sa iyahang bike. Okay, so unsaon man nimo pag-mention karon if you are if you, if you do biking, how will you say it to the security personnel? Ay, pump ni siya sa ako ang bike. Ana na lang, no? Kaysa mo yung kagbomba. Pwede po siguro ka mo yung nagbomba sa ako ang bike, diretso. No, idiretso na lang nimo ingon, no? Identify na lang nimo bomba sa ako ang bike. Unsa ni bomba? Wala na. Napriso na ka. Okay. So, moving forward, again, I'm just making this as light as possible kay I know dili mo ganahan mong stay long sa virtual kay napura na mo sa mga lectures. Okay. Everyone, employees, doctors, trainees, guests, clients, and watchers must submit themselves for body frisking. Right now, we are not doing body frisking anymore. Okay? Ang ginagawa na lang mga security personnel natin, kindly open your bags para mag-check po. Yan na lang. And then they have this long stick, the wooden stick na ginatusok nila sa imong bag para makabalo sila kung sila sa sulod sa imong bag. Yan siya. And then everyone must wear their uniform and or proper attire when coming to duty. 'Di ba? Policy naman yan siya sa hospital, sa school I mean. Okay, you have your prescribed uniform, right? Yeah. Okay. Prohibited attire. Tattered and torn, worn out, rugged clothing. Okay, sa may uniform na ingana, no? Rugged, wow. Cool uniform. Okay. Allowed lang na nag-rugged clothing or rugged uniform is katong ato ang mga engineering personnel. Kana sila. Rugged halos ang ilahang look. They have safety boots, they have jeans na kana medyo makapal, of course, because they will be doing engineering work. Sando and shorts, grabe naman. Do not come to work when you are wearing sando and shorts. Plunging necklines and micro miniskirts. Of course. Asa di ka mo adto? Adto kag party? Imo mo adto makag-duty? Sir, I consider my duty as a party place. Wow, gusto ko mag-enjoy sa ako ang duty. Well, pwede man mag-enjoy pero not in that way. Okay? Di ba Ma'am Cha, no? Dili sila pwede mag-ingat. Okay, bitaw. So, moving forward sa ating lecture. Slippers. Do not wear your slippers when you go on duty. Pagpapasok kayo ng hospital, do not wear your slippers. Ito naman, proper conduct when on duty. No shouting and or talking aloud. When you want to talk to your classmate, what do? Lalapitan mo siya. 'Di ba? Okay. Sir, kanang naka-mask man good ko, sir, dili ko niya madungog. Mo to ni syagit na lang ko. Wow. Very good reasoning. I-justify gyud nimo ang imuhang gibuhat. Okay. No lounging at the center's couches or at the reception area. Okay, ganito guys. Di ba we are saying that we are client-centered. Every hospital wants to be client-centered. May question ako sa inyo. When you are waiting for your sundo, let's say off-duty ka na, when you stay in the area, kung may mga upuan, kung saan may mga upuan doon sa lobby, is that a patient or a client-focused approach? Yes or no? Press 1 kung yes, press 2 kung no. Para natin ano. Press 1 kung yes, press 2 kung no. Is that a patient-focused approach? Yes, hindi po siya patient-focused or patient-centered. Bakit po? We are taking away the conveniences that supposedly for the patient and for the watchers. Okay? Agree? Okay. Para sa inyo din po, if you are one of those clients ng hospital, and then you see the interns, nakahilera sila doon, nakaupo sila sa couch, yung sa mga gang chair, anong iisipin mo? Diba? Unta, ako nalang palingkuron nila, di ba, ana-ana? Okay? So, please, ano na lang, find a place where you can stay that still ma-vacate niyo po yung mga areas for the patients and the watchers. Okay? Charging of personal devices is prohibited. O, di ba, nakaupo ka na doon sa chair, nag-charge ka pa ng device. Very good. And then eating is only allowed in the designated areas or the pantries. And of course, obey your preceptors or your clinical instructors. Okay. Sige. Agree naman, agreeable naman tayo lahat dito. Yes? Okay. Ito. Use of social media and social networking. Okay, another question. Press 3 kung wala kang social media na account. Press 4 if you have 3 different accounts. Hindi. Press 3. Press 3 kung wala kang social media account. O, di ba? All of us have this social media account. Oh, bago lang din namon. Bago lang ako na-add si Ma'am Cha as friend. Okay, yes, 3 or more, even the Facebook, you have your Messenger, you have your Instagram, you have your Twitter, ano pa? Social media is not only yung posting, you have your Pinterest, you also have your the social media, the VoIPs, the Viber, you have your KakaoTalk, and all of these things. So these are called social networking sites or social media sites. Skype, LinkedIn, ano pa dyan, WhatsApp. So anong gusto kong ipaabot sa inyo? Well, if you post a gossip of derogatory or false documents or personal confidential information about directors, officers, and the stakeholders, bawal po yan siya. Okay? Di ba, no-brainer naman po yan siya. Di ba kahit sa school nga, if you post derogatory or if you post hateful comments towards your colleagues or or the seniors or the teachers, di ba automatic matatawag ka niyan? You will be called. Okay? Disclosing professional or business activities of the hospital is in social networking is prohibited. Okay? Taking pictures, taking videos of processes inside the hospital, hindi po yan siya pwede. Okay, because let's say one very popular social media na ginagamit ngayon. It starts with letter T. TikTok. Di ba? Nagsayo-sayo dito sa sulod. Wow, very good. Tapos nahagip nimo ang kuan. Na-appeal sa imong video ang kana mga high profile na mga tao. Una na post ka, nakita siya karon nga naadi siya sa Davao Doctors Hospital. Patay. Breach of data privacy and confidentiality. Taas-taas na siya nga istorya. Okay, so Ma'am Cha, Ma'am Precious, are they allowed to use their cell phones ba while on duty?
No po, sir. Bawal po talaga, sir.
Okay, so coming from the clinical instructors, bawal pong gumamit. Okay? Uh, dapat yung magkuan ani, mag-reason out. Sir, I am using my mobile phone because emergency lang jud. Oh, unsa din na siya ka emergency? Unless na lang yun siya justifiable na emergency. Emergency kay wala lang din niya na post ang dapat niya gi-post kaganina. Wow, very good. Lahi day mong priority. Okay, so ano na lang. Also ganito din guys. Inform your parents or your guardians. Example, you will be going on morning shift. Kindly inform them also na you will be on duty on these time ranges. Okay? Kasi kung hindi nila alam that you are on duty and then imong cellphone na lang sa imuhang bulsa, unsa may temptation ana karon? O, di ba? Maginahinay jud kag pull out ana sa imong cellphone. Alala. Na nag-PM sa kuha daw, silipon ako kinsa. Di ba? So, mo na siya ma-wrong na. Then you can use your phones after duty na lang. Alright? So, agree ta ani? Okay? Do not take pictures not unless you are authorized to do so. Alright, so abante ta? Kani. So first bullet, it says posting of pictures of patients under surgery or any procedure nor discussion of patient cases is strictly prohibited. Di ba makita man na ninyo dito sa baba? Hala, kani siya nga patient, naga-take ni siya og antivirals. Okay? So makita man gid ninyo ang name sa patient. Kay ma-disclose man yun na siya. Of course, how would you know nga para kay kinsa din nga patient? Okay? So pag malik gani na siya, kinsa karon ang ma-blame, kinsa karon ang maduot, hospital. Nganong na-leak? Found out nga dito day gikan sa interns. Dakong problema. Okay? Sige, padayon. Employees, the medical staff, and student affiliates are prohibited from using DDH logos, trademarks, and other intellectual property of the hospital in social networking. Okay, so do not use them. Right. So this is actually slide 30 of 39. Ang ika-39 kay ang thank you. So 8 na lang siguro. Pero dili bitaw. Inapa ni siya infection prevention and control. Prohibited hairstyle sa mga lalaki. Mohawks, dreadlocks, rat tails. Culturally not acceptable pa po yan sa ngayon. Okay? Alright. Unsa pa? Naay patterns, extreme spikes, and man buns. Dabi, tanawon daw nato sa mga video daw. Sa kinsay naay kuan, naay extreme spikes daw diri. Wala man marag wala man. Okay. Sige. How about for the females? Grabe no, mura siya maging anak mo no, magtapad ang isa na ay red, ang buhok, ang isa green ang buhok, ang isa yellow, mura mong traffic light. So, for those of you guys who dye their hair, I think kailangan siguro ninyo magtina og black. We are not in a fashion show. No, we are taking care of patients. Okay? Tanaw-tanaw na tadaan sa atong mga hair color. Sir, natural man yung ako ang kuan hair color. Unsa day mong natural hair color? Color red. Wow, very good ha. Kuyawan ni mo no? Pilipino ka. Sir, natural akong hair color, sir. Unsa gani ng color nila nga kanang bag-o karon katong kanang uso? Ash ba to? Katong murag ash nga color? Oo. Ash gray? Oo, ash gray. Wala man siguro Pinoy nga ash gray ang color sa buhok jud. No? Well, that's only good for fashion, but if you talk about going on duty, okay, right. Sige. So, continue ta. Oh, kani. Facial hair. Mayo daw untag ingana kapogi no kanang mobagay daw ang facial hair. Pero again, if you are on duty, kahit naka-mask ka, makita ba yan na? Kaya ang mask only is kanang makita, na diri mag-cover. Tapos ang diri sa kilid o diri sa ilalong, makita na ng facial hair. Okay. Sorry, sir, napindot po. Okay lang. Let's skip this one. Prohibited footwear. I'm sure you also have your prescribed footwear sa school. Okay. What I discourage really is kanang Crocs. I know it's fashionable right now, but imagine nga ni, nagkuan ka, nagalakaw-lakaw ka, no, you are on your break. Tapos here comes a patient nga gikan sa ER, let's say ana. Tapos magpa-check up siya kay he doesn't feel well. No, abdominal pain, and then while nagalakad ka, the patient suddenly nagkuan siya, nagvomit siya. Okay, naadto sa imo shoes, and then ang suot nimo is ang Crocs. All right. Nasulod ang munggos dito sa muslo. Okay, so what I'm trying to tell is closed shoes po mas appropriate kung naka sa hospital. Okay. What I jokingly say to the medtechs is, what if tagak or nahulog ang imong syringe with needle? O niya, nasumoy diya sa buslot sa imong Crocs. Sa padulong. O, di ba? Okay, sige. Kidding aside, the lesson is there. Please wear closed-toed shoes. Okay, ayaw na. And, okay, next ko na next na, wait lang ha. Let's talk about infection prevention and control. Okay, shares. Ayan. Makita ninyo guys, no? Isolation gown na slide. Yep, okay. So, isolation gowns, do you have your, your coat? Naba mo yung coat? Yes, okay. So, mas maayo nga magsuot siguro mo ato. That's one way to protect yourself. No, kahit hindi talaga directly patient facing, no, wear your coats because 'di ba? Ano yan siya, 'di ba? It adds kana ganing parang prestige for you, 'di ba? Wearing the coat. 'Di ba? So siya lahaw da ana niya, oy, kanang chuy lagi kay siya tan-aw naka-coat. 'Di ba? Okay. The isolation gown, wear gown for lalo na pag level 3. And then mask, goggles, and face shields if it is really needed pag andun ka sa loob. Kinsay gusto pa magsuot og face shield? Ayaw niyo na. Gasto kayo ang face shield do. How much was the face shield? Di ba, natoy time nag-abot siya og 110 pesos each. No, katong initial yun the face shield and then eventually tulo 20 na lang jud siya. Barato na lang kayo. Well, actually I still do have my face shields sa office just in case. Just in case lang. And ang suggestion ako sa inyo ha, you have talking about masks, please have an extra set or pair of masks sa loob ng bag ninyo. Okay. Additional kasi if ever ang mask ninyo guys naputol yung niya, yung string niya or yung loop niya, tapos isa lang ang imuhang dala, unsa imong buhaton, magsige na lang kag-ana. Gunita nimo, o di ba? Okay? Okay. Sige. Next is ayan, mask. Respiratory protection or the N95 mask. Ito po yan siya. And okay. Goggles if needed. Have you tried wearing goggles? Sa chem lab dati, no? Di ba lingaw kaayo? Kasi nalingaw sa chem lab. Walay gusto mo walay mo kuan, walay mo ingon nga nalingaw sila. Okay, anyway. Yan. And guys, did you know, kana ganing image sa baba, the face mask with the attached face shield, kabalo mo how much, or do you know how much ang isa ana before the pandemic? Sige daw, i-type daw ninyo. Kanang estimate lang ninyo magkano yung isa. I-type daw sa chat. Kung what's 5? 5. Di ba ang mga mask karon nasa mga 70 pesos ang 50 pieces? Diba katong isa ka box, mangingana man siya ang price karon sa asa mo nagapalit sa Shopee or sa Lazada? Okay, sige daw, estimate lang or try to guess lang. How much? How much ng face mask with shield? How much in pesos? 100 plus 100 90 to 100 pesos per box ang mask. No, yung isa lang talaga, isang piece. The mask plus the face shield. 50 pesos, 50 pesos. Okay. 100 pesos. Okay. 10 pesos per piece. Okay, guys, you are far off. Do you know na kanang isa kaing ana, kanang face mask with the attached shield, before pandemic, it costs around 600 pesos per piece. Oo. So, kano saan mo siya ginagamit? By the way, I'm a nurse pala. Kano saan mo siya ginagamit? If ever we do IV insertion sa mga patients, gani nga ka ng HIV, so we use them. Diha na mo siya ginagamit. The face mask with the face shield attached. And then, naga-double gloves po mi ana, nagasuot mi isolation gown before. So, kana siya. Tapos karon tagpila na lang, barato na lang kaayo. Alright? Law of supply and demand, tama? Yeah. Okay. Okay, so let's talk about types of isolation. We have standard precautions and the expanded precautions, the contact, airborne droplet, and protective environment. And mabilisan lang. So standard precaution is kung mapunta kayo dun sa floors, you will see the doors of the patients have this sign, standard precaution. Let's say HIV patient, may standard precaution nakalagay dun sa door niya. No, it's not discriminatory, but it is a way, parang ano siya, parang reminder for the personnel to wear specific items or specific PPE when you enter the room of the patient. Okay. Next is contact precaution. Did you know that monkeypox is sa ngayon contact precaution siya? Kasi those who are infected with monkeypox, ang history nila is prolonged contact with a person positive of monkeypox. So contact precaution. Okay. Droplet precaution, an example of this is yung mga meningococcal diseases. Shingles, chickenpox, kana sila droplet precaution sila. Airborne precaution, your pulmonary tuberculosis, your COVID is definitely airborne. Okay, so na siya. You will see the signages doon sa door ng mga patients. Protective environment is placed on the doors of those patients who are immunocompromised. Yung mga taking steroids, they are taking steroids because they are a transplant recipient, patients who have cancer, patients who are undergoing radioactive radio treatment or radiotherapy. So mga protective environment po yan sila. Okay? Okay, let's move forward to ano na to? Wait lang. Let's move forward to waste management system. This is the last na topic na natin. Okay? Sa hospital, you will see or you will find tatlong colors ng trash bins. The yellow, the green, and the black. Okay. Ano pong itatapon dyan, sir, sa yellow, sa green, and sa black? Good question. Ito po yan siya. For the black trash bins, ang itatapon nyo po are non-infectious dry wastes. For the green, non-infectious wet waste. And for the yellow is infectious and pathological waste. So, next slide ko ha. Okay, yan. These are examples of your non-infectious dry waste, kana mga packaging of materials of the drugs, mga karton sa mga tambal, mga candy wrapper ninyo, mga office materials, styro, sa black yan siya papunta. Okay. For the green trash bin, mga food waste sa kitchen, like kumain kayo na saging. Okay? And then, yung banana peeling, saan yung itatapon? Dito yan siya papunta sa green. Okay? How about the yellow? Mga infectious waste. If ever galing kayo ng CR and then you use the tissue, so papunta yan siya sa yellow. So it is logical that you will find yellow trash bins doon sa CR. Okay? Okay, question. Kuan ako, I'm at the dulo na of the discussion. I have a question. Nag-order mo sa Penongs. Okay. Ang i-order nimo is katong inato, so ganin ang petso ganin nila, inato 2 ba na siya? Oh, wala ko nag-promote dahil, sorry. Wala ko nag-promote og kanang any na any na pagkaunan. Inato 2 daw ana si Shan. Yes, inato 2. Karon nagkaon ka sa kuan sa imuhang inato 2 and then nainabilin nga mumho. You understand what is mumho? Nainabilin mumho. And then nabilin po ang chicken bones. Of course, dili man na nimo usapon yun ang chicken bones, no? Asa nimo karon, what is the proper way of throwing the box? What is the proper way of throwing that one? Remember, ang imong mumho nasa sulod sa imong box, ang chicken bones nasa imong box. So asa nimo siya ilabay? Or what is the proper way of throwing or disposing it? Sige. Tanawon nato kung kinsay kinsay na ay idea. Kung maulaw mo type diha sa group chat nga makita sa tanan, pwede ninyo i-direct sa kuha o PM. Abti kay sila i-direct na lang nako kay basig dili mao akong answer. Separate daw ang mumho og box. Kinsa pa nailayang answer? Mumho gyud ang gigamit. Unsa ba English siya ko? Unsa ba English sa mumho? Lisod daw eh. Na daw sa yellow po daw niya ibutang. Unsa pa? Attempt to answer lang. Wala namang mawawala if you attempt to answer. I-separate. Yes. So meaning katong mga nagdikit-dikit nga mo imo gyud siyang tangtangon, no. Ibutang nimo siya sa green. Hangtod ang box na lang ang mabilin. Ang box asa ilabay sa black. So ana na siya. I-separate gyud nimo. That's proper waste segregation. And hopefully pod this will be applied din sa bahay ninyo or kung saan man kayo nakatira ngayon. Diba kasi Davao City is advocating for good waste management. Okay? So wag basta-basta itapon kahit saan. And ganito din, did you know na gani mga diaper sa mga bata? Pag diri ka sa hospital, even sa waste collection areas, did you know na kanang diaper dili din na siya dapat ilabay nga diaper lang as is? It should be wrapped in a yellow plastic bag or i-separate na cellophane before mo siya itapon doon sa the bigger trash bin. Okay, so kanang naay mga kuan diha, mga pag-umangkon, naay mga niece and nephews or even naay mga children ninyo. So that's the proper way to dispose of diapers. Okay, and then Nako yung instructions sa inyo ha. I have videos, kadali lang ha. Ang videos, that's why I told you earlier na parang let's do it, parang self-paced na lang ang learning para at your own free time. Okay, I want you guys to register as a student in this site. As a student, okay? Sige lang, pwede. You can do this later. Okay. I just need someone to confirm nga makapasok siya. Okay, kaya lang ha. Mangayo man na siya og kanang access code pag maka-register na mo. Okay? So as a student, kadali lang ha. Courses. Okay. Kung mangayo gani og access code, use this access code. Okay? And then, what I want you to do is, na siya upat ka video sa sulod. Okay, I have 2 1-hour videos. I have 1 17-minute video and 1 40-minute video. Okay, so I want you guys to see the videos, no? Kahit ano lang. Unahin niyo po yung All About Davao Doctors Hospital. That's the history of Davao Doctors Hospital. And then the following videos at your own free time na. Okay, ito na yung end or last ng orientation natin this afternoon. And do you guys have a common na group chat ba? Yes. Okay, so maybe one of you guys can copy the link and even the access code and share it doon na lang sa group chat ninyo para hindi masyadong mahirap na mag-open pa ng Zoom and then check this one out. Okay, thank you, ma-open. Can you see 4 videos? Okay, sige. So, yan po yung titingnan nyo na videos. Patient
Sir
experience.
Ivan,
Yes, Ma'am Cha. Yes po.
we'll also monitor the students if they were able to watch also the videos po. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Ma'am. Okay, so that's the end of our short orientation. Nasobra ko og 17 minutes and I hope you forgive me for that. Nakuan lang yun ko, no? Kanang passionate. Ganahan lang yun mag-istorya. Pero anyway, hopefully guys, namoy nakuha ato sa ato ang short na orientation. And again, I won't hold you long because I know you also have your schedules to meet or to do. And so yung mga access code through the group chat, you may now slowly exit the room and i-meet Ma'am Cha, i-meet ko lang po yung mga clinical instructors. Thank you
Sige po,
guys.
Sir Ivan.
Thank you.
I
Have a
will
good day.
be joining as well, Sir Ivan. For the hospital pharmacy, kami lang dalawa ni Ma'am Precious actually. Ma'am Tresh and Sir Luke will be the CIs for the community. Thank you.
Thank you.
Excuse
Thank
me,
you,
sir.
sir.
Asa makita ang videos sa psychology, sir?
Sa courses po siya. Nasya diha sa katong i-send nako na access code.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Wala na ako'y makita si Miss Fiel pareha mi og earphones oh. HyperX?
Napansin ko din po, sir, pero M po.
Yeah, HyperX. Okay, okay. All right, sige. Okay, sige. So, pwede na mo exit ang ano. Sir, naabay specific na requirements sa mask? Well, the regular surgical masks will do. No, if hindi ka talaga sure with the mask, you can always wear your double mask. Okay. By the way, sorry. Ganito na lang. Yung mga mask, if ever you have mask na may mga valve nga, do not wear them. Katong mask gani nga, unsa tong nauso gani nga pang social, katong copper mask. Ang copper mask kasi may butas yun dyan sa ilalim. So do not wear the copper mask. Basta generally yung mga may valve, may mga butas, do not wear them. Okay. Okay, thank you. See you around.
Thank you, sir. Bye, sir.
Bye, sir. Thank you po, sir.
Thank you po.
Thank you. Hello, maayong hapon.
Hi pa. May ano
Hello.
pa, nandito pa si Aiton na Rafael, you may now leave the Zoom